perfect. This is exactly what I want to do, guys. Give me 1 second. I can see chat here. Perfect. So, guys, I said it earlier today. I was gonna do a tier list of perks. We're gonna go down every single survivor. So everybody on YouTube and everybody on Twitch, we are literally gonna go down every single survivor in the game, their perks that they run, and pretty much where they rank. So it's gonna be ranked on how good are these perks on their own, how good are these perks with the 14 or 17 that are given to you in the beginning of the match of the game, and then how are these perks when it comes to running it with other survivors. We're gonna go down the list. We're gonna go all the way from Dwight all the way to Leon. So on Dwight, we have 3 perks. We have Bond, we have Prove Thyself, and we have Leader. Obviously Bond is the one that gives you the orders of survivors in a 20-meter range. We then have Prove Thyself, which is going to help you repair generators a lot quicker. And then we have Leader, which will help others with opening exit gates, unhooking, cleansing, and chest unlocking speeds. These perks, how are they? Prove Thyself is great when you're trying to run the meta build of trying to do gens. Running it with Spine Chill is actually a very good perk, as it's going to help you out. And Resilience as well. When you get injured, it's going to give you more repair speed. So it's not that bad of a perk, but you do need another survivor with you, so you do need to bring a Shroud offering to be able to get starting off the match with someone. He is very easy to use, but I would rank him, honestly, as a B tier perk. Kind of nothing here by themselves works good. If you ran all 3 perks together, you're not going to get as much as you need. You could run Bond to help you out to try finding someone for Prove Thyself. And then obviously Leader is going to help you out a little bit with the exit gates at the end, but it's not going to help you with gens. So I give him a B tier on perks. If you guys don't believe it, that is what it is. We have Meg Thomas now. How do I feel about Meg Thomas's perks? Meg Thomas runs 3 unique perks, guys. She runs Quick and Quiet, Sprint Burst, and Adrenaline. Obviously, Quick and Quiet. When you vault, hide action noise detection is reduced by 100%. So it's good into jumping into lockers and not notifying the killer where you're at. Sprint Burst, you get 150% of normal running speed for 3 seconds. Cause exhausted for 60 seconds. And obviously Adrenaline, you get instantly heal 1 health save. So if you're on the ground, you automatically get up once the last generator is done. And if you are hooked and get off, you're automatically fully healed. This is the one person, and I hate Megs, but honestly God, her perks are superior. Running obviously Sprint Burst with a perk like Virgil or Fixated is an amazing job on that sense right there, where you're going to be able to get your Sprint Burst a lot more. Running Adrenaline is an amazing perk as well when you're running it with just Adrenaline in period. Quick and Quiet is an amazing perk when you're running it with other things like meta builds, like if you're trying to run Flashbang, if you're trying to run Head On, if you're trying to run Deception, all those perks together. And it's actually something that you could run by herself and still be fine. So I give her an S tier on her perks. She is one of the people that I would like the exhaustion in the beginning of the game, plus these 3 perks right here. So she might be one of the killer as far as you want to go first when you're playing the game. So Claudette Morale. Claudette runs Empathy, Botany Knowledge, and Self-Care. You guys go to my merch store. You guys know how I hate Self-Care. I think it's the worst perk in the game because it takes way too damn long for you to be able to heal yourself. It takes about 42 seconds to heal yourself. When it comes into something like Botany Knowledge, you're looking into faster heals. And obviously you have Empathy, which, you know, dying or injured allies are revealed to for a 64-meter range. So Empathy is kind of like Bond, but when the survivor is either injured or on the ground. Botany Knowledge, I think, is a very good perk when you're trying to run it with, what is it? Resilience, will make it, things like that. It will actually help out with the healing speeds. We've actually run some meta healing speeds with Botany Knowledge. And Self-Care, honestly, guys, I think it's a shit perk. Honestly, I think it's a shit perk. If you ran these 3 together in a match, you could kind of get some good stuff out of it. Claudette, her perks I'm gonna hate to say this. I'm gonna hate it. I give her A tier. Jake Park. Jake Park has 3 teachable perks: Iron Will, Calm Spirits, and Saboteur. As I know, Rack TV loves to run Saboteur. He loves to run Sabo builds. It is a perk that will, when you run little, say, perks like Fine Chill, perks like oh my god, Breakout. You can run a real good Sabo build on those 2 perks and some Flashbang as well, which is Leon Kennedy's perk. But on its own, is it really that meta? I mean, you do get 1 break, but then it has a 90-second cooldown. I think 60 seconds when you are a tier 3. So it's not that great. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't think it's a perk that on its own it's going to really help you out in a match. Iron Will, you reduce grunts of pains. When it's on tier 3, it's 100%. Which is an amazing perk when you're trying to run it and trying to hide from the killer. We've seen people like Monto run a Houdini build when he's running Lucky Break, Iron Will, Quick and Quiet, and Lithe. Jumping over on a Z wall, jumping it over, running away, and pretty much you're not leaving any grunts of pains. And then with the other perks, not leaving any pools of blood on the map as well. And then Calm Spirit, honestly, alerting woodland creatures is on tier 3. It's 100%. Yeah, so for exactly Morningwood, Iron Will is great. The other 2, I think, Calm Spirit, unless you're playing against, for example, and I saw it happen with Blood Reaper, everybody ran Calm Spirit, he was running Doctor. It's not really a perk that... He's someone that, honestly, until you unlock other survivors, you're not really going to be using the other 3 perks. I put him as a C tier on perks. Don't kill me on that one. We then go into Nia. Nia running Balanced Landing, Urban Evasion, and Streetwise. Streetwise will reduce the consumption of your items, so it's good when you're trying to run. I've seen Streetwise run with built to Streetwise with built to last with Prove Thyself and Resilience on gens for gen rushing builds. Urban Evasion, you're literally just crouching and getting more movement speed. And then Balance Landing is good when depending on the map that you're on. There are some maps that, honest to God, there's no Balance Landing you're gonna get out of it. So, for example, Cowshed. Cowshed is a open world map. I think there's literally 1, maybe 2 hills and 1 that has a building in it. So you're not gonna get that much on it. Streetwise, unless you're running other perks that work with it, it's not really anything that you're gonna use unless you're trying to run a flashlight. And Urban Evasion, honestly, I haven't ran it that much, nor do I like it. I don't think as an exhaustion perk on this one, and these 2 other perks, I don't really give her anything that great, unless you're running with other builds. I honestly will put her in a C tier as well on that one. We're going to Bill William Overbeck. Left Behind. You can find the hatch as you're the last person on the map. Borrow Time. You're going to be able to unhook a survivor and let them get the protection hit first. And then Unbreakable, where you can get yourself off the ground once off of dying state, plus you're going to recover a lot quicker. Running Unbreakable mixed with, for example, Tenacity is amazing. Running it with Flip-Flop, Tenacity, and Power Struggle, grind going to our palette, is amazing. Running it with Soul Guard, so when you get up, you have the Borrowed Time aspect. If you get hit, you can run away. Borrowed Time running with Will Make It, which is a regular perk, one of the 14 perks that you get in the game, is it amazing because you get unhook and heal quicker. And then obviously Left Behind, if you're trying to do solo survivors, it's great to find the hatch at the end of the map, especially if you have a key. So if you can find hatch, you have a key and the killer stops it. It's great for key maps. Honestly, I would put Bill as an ST perk. I would actually put him ahead of Meg. He is literally one of the survivors I will say run him first. Get these 3 perks unlocked in the beginning of the match, and then jump into the next one. So he is literally the first survivor I would run. Only issue with him is that he does cough up a lung when he's playing, so it's a little tedious. He is one of the loudest survivors in the game. David King. What can I say about David King? We're gonna live forever. Safe hook rescue, which is run borrowed time to get that. Protection hit. Rescue survivor from stunning the killer with a pallet, or rescue by blinding him. You can actually, if you have him on tier 3, get 100% of your blood points extra by stacking it. So he is really good when it comes to leveling up your survivor and getting blood points. Right now we're just doing survivor perk tier list, so I want to get this done. You guys can see, once I'm done, I'm going to actually post on Twitter which survivors I think you guys should start off with and start working your way down if you're new to the game. So it helps out a lot of people when they're trying to play this game as well. Red David, the other perk that he runs is Dead Hard. As you guys can see, Dead Hard right now is having an issue where there's a bug where you're actually getting dead hearted to the ground because it's not really working. You're supposed to literally dead hard, and if the killer hits you while you're dead harding, you're not supposed to be downed on it. So I don't know what's going on with that. And then no matter, honest to God, it's just, I don't know, bro. It grants everybody to recover from a dying state, so it's kind of like unbreakable, but it's you're injured the whole entire match. There's not really anything you can run with it. I mean, it's not a good perk. Dead Hard is a good perk. Only thing is that you do have Meg. I think her exhaustion's a lot better. And then We're Gonna Live Forever is a good perk when you're trying to get all the perks unlocked. So when it comes to blood points, I think it's good. I do put him more into like a B tier. When I say he's better than Dwight, when you try to come into, you're trying to rank up, I would put him first. I just wouldn't go to rank 40, guys. I would go up to rank 35. Finish off with Dead Hard so you get an extra exhaustion perk, or even since you guys do have Sprint Burst, if you want to level up other survivors first, like if you want to get Dwight and other perks and stuff like that, just go up to level 30, get We're Gonna Live Forever, and then jump into another survivor, since you do have the exhaustion of Meg's Sprint Burst. Laurie Strode. We're gonna run Soul Survivor. So for every time a fellow survivor is killed or sacrificed, you get a token. For each token, your aura cannot be read by the killer. So it's kind of helps out with barbecue and chili. Object of session, you are revealed to the killer. I think it's every 9 seconds when it's on tier 3. Yeah, it's revealed every 3 seconds every 90 seconds, I think, for tier 3, or 60 seconds. It's pretty much going to tell the killer, look, this is where I'm at. I think you have to be a certain range away. But you do gain a bonus on healing, repairing, and cleansing speed. And then Decisive Strike, which has honestly been nerfed. So before, it would be Decisive Strike will be active for 60 seconds, and obviously, you know, killer picks you up, you can try escaping. It got nerfed now, so you can, it's only now a anti-tunneling perk. So if you repair a gen, heal yourself for others, cleanse a totem, salvo a hook, or unhook someone else, it stops. So is she good? Yes. Do I like her perks? Yeah. Do I think it's something that I would run quicker? No, but I would put her as a C tier, putting her be ahead of Jake and Nia with her perks. Guys, this is just my opinion. You guys can run with it, you guys cannot run with it, you guys can tell me, yo, you're an idiot, you know what you're doing. But it's just what I feel on these perks. When it comes to Ace, you have open-handed, so increases the aura reading ranges by 8 meters. You have up the ante, which each survivor still alive, you grant an extra bonus of luck for all survivors. And then Ace in the Hole, you have a 100% chance of getting a very rare add-on attached to it. Ace in the Hole runs great with plunders. Up the ante will run great if you're trying to run the Vial, which gives you the extra luck. Open-handed runs good if you're running Bond. If you're running Kindred, things like that. Well, not Kindred, because Kindred you see everyone. But Bond, maybe Empathy as well. On his own, it's what I run him. And Ace in the Hole runs good with Appraisal as well, which is Lodi's perk. He's someone that, honestly, guys, you don't need him early. You don't really need you don't need Ace early. I put him as a D tier. Honestly, I don't like his perks. I don't think it's something that when you're starting off the games, you need to run him quicker. So I put him there. Fang Ming. He runs Technician. So if a generator's explosion, it will prevent it. The generator loses progress as usual. But if you mess up, it loses an additional progression. I think if it's on tier 3, it's 1%. Life, which is pretty much an exhaustion perk. You can vault over a window. You get an extra 3 seconds, an extra 150 seconds of speed. I think it's for 5 seconds when it's on tier 3. And then obviously, when a killer performs a break action, he's revealed to you on it. So if he breaks a pallet, breaks a wall, things like that, he'll be revealed to you. Only perk I like here, Technician's good when you're running Prove Thyself and Spine Chill. Lithe is amazing when you're running the Houdini build. And there's another exhaustion perk as well. So if you're like to loop around in the Shack Pallet and things like that, Killer Shack, it's a good perk to run. Alert, it's okay. It's not anything great. But I do like her perks a lot. I would put her someone that you might need, I think, in a B tier. We'll put her B tier after Dwight, since you want to get that Prove Thyself first before you get Connection. Pinhead goes live September 7th. So actually that day, on that Tuesday, I will be off of work. I'll start my stream instead of the normal 6 a.m. Eastern time. We're gonna start at 8 a.m. Eastern time. We're gonna get some matches in with survivors, and then I think it goes live at 11 a.m. and then we're gonna jump into some matches. Anybody wants to play with me, we can do some Survivor Friends. I might jump into some killer matches first to see how it works. We'll see if there's any big content creators also playing as him and that wants to do, you know, are doing customs and might jump into their matches as well. So we'll do different things with that. But yeah, he comes out on the September 8th. We now run into Quentin Smith. How do I feel about Quentin? They fixed his face, finally. But Quentin, honestly, guys, he runs 3 perks. Wake Up, Pharmacy, and Virgil. Pharmacy is great if you're trying to do a challenge where you need to heal. Because automatically the first chest that you open is automatically going to be a medkit. So it's going to be an emergency medkit. That's awesome. Virgil is good when you're trying to recover from exhaustion, hemorrhage, injured, or blindness. So if you're in a range, I think it's 16 meters from another survivor, you will be actually able to heal yourself. So your exhaustion perk will be great. So you're trying to run unlimited sprint burst, unlimited life, unlimited dead hards. You'll run Virgil with it. You'll run Fixated, which is Nancy's perk, together. And honestly, God, if you guys are next to another survivor, you can just literally just go over. And then Wake Up, honestly, guys, it's literally pretty much once all the generators are powered, you will be able to open the exit gates at faster speed. And then you get the aura also with 128 meters. That one's actually good if you're by yourself because you actually get the aura's open. But with Quentin, honestly, God, it's another survivor that honestly I don't really think you need him early in the game, but he does have good perks. So I'm not gonna put him as a D tier. I will put him as a C tier. Something after, you know, Lori, Jake, Nia, and those 3. But that's my opinion. Let's see here. Jump into top. I tried the beta test him, but the day after I go. Yeah, so I did the beta test with G Starks, Rack, Zenith, and Aaron. A lot of good stuff. We did the Moris. I saw the Moris all 3 ways. I posted it on YouTube and on TikTok, and then we also posted. We tried to see his distance on his chain. G Stark did it from a top in Mount Ormond. We did the top of the building, all the way to an exit gate, and it almost hit it literally hit the survivor. Almost by the door. So that's insane. If you guys have not checked out my YouTube, there it is right there. I do post all these videos up, so I will be posting this on YouTube, and I will also be posting the I post survivor builds, things like that, meta builds, videos as well. I'm gonna get a little bit more into it, into YouTube, a little bit more into YouTube I'm trying to figure out what to do on each social media. My goal is to get 12 to 15 TikToks recorded in a day, so I can just have them on drafts. I can just upload them randomly, and then jump into YouTube videos one day and things like that. So little by little, guys, little by little, we're working through all this. All right, Detective Tap. We have Tenacity. What Tenacity does is an amazing perk. You can actually crawl and heal yourself at the same time. You have Detective Hunch, which is going to be once a generator is completed, the auras of the generator's chests and totems are revealed to you for 10 seconds. That's actually a very good perk. All right. And then Stakeout, you actually get tokens. So every time you buy a killer, it actually gives you tokens, and you can actually any good skill check will turn into a great skill check when you're repairing a generator. What I like about him, Tenacity is an amazing perk that can be run with Unbreakable, Soul Guard, Flip Flop, because you're gonna get a quicker recovery while you're crawling. You can add Flip Flop, then you can add Power Struggle, where you can drop a pallet on the killer, because you're gonna be already at 50%. Flip Flop will activate at 50%, and then you're gonna get 25% on the pallet drop. I actually had that video on YouTube where we did it on a Demogorgon at the end of the match. Detective Hunch is an amazing perk as well, because it kind of deletes the purpose of bringing a map and things like that. So if a generator is done, you can find a totem. So if you're running a perk like Inner Strength with Detective Hunch, it kind of helps out a lot. And then honestly, Stakeout is pretty good because it kind of defeats the purpose of Spine Chill, because you are getting tokens, so you're going to get a quicker great skill checks, and then it's going to alert you when the killer's around, because if you're close to the killer, you're going to have that, you know, presence. It's going to show you, it's going to start moving around. It's kind of almost like Spine Chill, in a sense that you're knowing where he's at. Where would I put him? You have Bill being unlocked first. I love his perks because his perks are going to help you out with a bunch of other things. Don't kill me. Don't kill me on this one. But I do feel that he's an A tier. I do feel he's someone that you should get early. He's going to help you a lot when it comes to getting, you know, totems done. He's going to help you a lot when it gets to crawling. Once you get the perk Unbreakable unlocked, it's going to be a good perk to have as well. So don't kill me on it, but I think he's an A tier. Next, Pete Denson. Dance with me. Windows of Opportunity. Boil over. There's someone on TikTok, I forgot what his name was. Funny guy, he does all the perks. And he's like, oh, I got boiled over, I'm gonna wiggle off. And he's like, yo, there's a hook on every 5 meters. This is not that bad if you're running, for example, again, Flip Flop, Tenacity, where you're getting that extra wiggle speed. Someone's running Breakout. You bring the purple add-on to put hooks farther away. So it's not bad, but you need other perks to run with it to actually help you out. Windows of Opportunity. You get to see the auras of windows, pallets, breakable walls on a 20-meter range. Good with life. So if you're trying to do a Houdini build, you can switch quick and quiet for maybe Windows of Opportunity, and you can see, oh look, there's a window there. Shoot. Let me run over there, jump over, and go hide. Dance with me. While performing a fast vault or leaving a locker in a sprint, you leave no scratch mark for 3 seconds. It's not bad, but if you're running, like I said, Lucky Break, it's not really a perk that you're gonna need. The only one I already see here, and honestly, I don't think there's any perk of the 14 that they run that it's gonna help you out with any of this here. I put her honestly as a D tier ahead of Ace. Wait, there we go. A D tier ahead of Ace. I don't like her perks. Adam Francis. I call Adam Francis the meme build, or the meme guy. Diversion. We've done it before. We throw a pebble. Best killer. Only thing I like about Diversion is that when you're in the killer tater radius, it's pretty much like Detective Tap Stakeout, where it's gonna start generating. So it's gonna kind of take over Spine Chill a little bit. So it's, remember, Spine Chill, you're gonna get extra speed on. I'm not saying Spine Chill's a bad perk. It's an amazing perk. Spine Chill gives you extra stuff on it, extra speed, On vaulting, extra speed on healing, extra speed on when you're in the killer terror radius. This just gives you a pebble. It gives you a pebble to divert the killer. I've done it a lot when it comes to killers doing what is it? I'm camping. I'll throw a pebble. Killer gets distracted, runs quickly. I go for the quick save or brawl time. Deliverance is a good one. I've run it with Spine Chill, but I never noticed to do anything. So I don't run Spine Chill. If I'm running Diversion, I run Spine Chill because it's giving me already when the killer's coming around. It gives me when the killer's in a killer radius, so that's the reason I like it. No, I play on controller and my controller does not vibrate. So it should just start filling up. That way you can get the perk. So it shouldn't be able to do any of that. From what I know, I mean, I ran it today and I was able to get a pebble out of it. Deliverance. We ran a anti-tunneling build that Aaron showed me. Well, not showed me, but he posted on YouTube. It was Deliverance. What was it? Deliverance, Unbreakable, Soul Guard, and Decisive Strike. So pretty much, it was pretty much, if a killer slugs me, I can get up. Killer knocks me down and hooks me. I can unhook myself because I unhooked someone earlier, and I can escape because if he's gonna knock me down quicker. So it automatically puts you in broken status, guys. But if you do get unhook yourself, get knocked down, you gotta run the Decisive Strike with it. And then auto did take. You start with negative 25% penalty for skill checks to heal survivors. I don't understand why anybody would run this. I suppose you get more at the end. Honestly, this is more of a meme type of character. I don't think his perks are bad. I do like Deliverance, especially when you're running with survivor friends. But it's a D tier for me. So there is no audio or visual cue when it goes off. No, so all you're gonna do is on Diversion, you'll see that it's full, and then you're gonna see like a red line going, like start moving around. That's how much time you've been around the killer and stuff like that. So as you see that red line moving, you know the killer's around you. So, oh, Spine Chill, no, Spine Chill does not tell you anything. I think Spine Chill, no. So Spine Chill, what happens is it's gonna be dark, and then when the killer's around, it's gonna light up. So the cat's gonna turn, it's gonna turn bright. So the actual perk will light up with Spine Chill. So it's not gonna do any moving or anything like that. It's just gonna light up. So you'll see that it's faded, and then when it's lit up, it's meaning that the killer's are in. The killer's facing you and looking at you at that time. All right, let's see here. What am I doing now? Oh, 1 second, guys. We now have Jeff Johnson, which runs Breakdown, Aftercare, and Distortion. I'm gonna tell you honestly right now. Yeah, that's the only thing I like about Spine Chill. I mean, it's a lot of people run it. A lot of big content creators run it. I don't run it as much. Depends on what I'm running. Depends on the match I'm doing and stuff like that. It's a good one to run when you're running Survivor Friends because you can kind of tell them, look, killer's coming around. But I rather run other perks than Spine Chill. When I did the Survivor Friends that I had, not Survivor. When I was doing challenges and stuff like that, I'll run Spine Chill because it helps me out if I'm doing solo queues. But it's not something that I run normally. So, but it is true, yeah. Jeff Johnson, Breakdown, Aftercare, Distortion. Distortion is, well, let's start Breakdown first. After you remove from a hook, the hook breaks automatically. So, and it breaks for a while. So it's going to be broken for about 180 seconds to respawn. You run this with something like Saboteur. So if the killer's trying to be like an anti-tunneler or like a camper, and you get taken off the hook, borrow time, you take the protection hit, or survivor goes down, you bring Saboteur and you sabotage another hook around, it'll be kind of toxic, especially if you bring that purple add-on. Aftercare, you rescue a survivor from a hook, or he rescue you from a hook, or you complete a healing action, or he completes an action on you. You actually can see each other on the map. Actually like it. It's not a bad perk, especially when you're playing with another friend, or when there's only 2 or 3 survivors left. You can actually see each other. You can actually see who's going for the hook, who's not. All right, so you know I have Sergeant Morningwood. Sergeant Morningwood's going to save G Stark on a hook right there. I have a gen here. He can see that I'm close to a gen. I'm not close to G Stark, so he's gonna go for the save. I'm gonna work on a gen. It's a pretty good perk. I like it. And then distortion really works good when you're trying to run against killers that are doing barbecue and chili and things like that. I'm gonna put him honestly as someone. This is where it gets tricky now, since we're getting closer now. You know what? Let's put him as a B tier. I think the aftercare perk and the distortion actually. Yeah, we'll do that. I think it's a good perk. If you run aftercare and breakdown, it's that's pretty meta right there. Dan Romero, solidarity, poise, and head on. So here we go. You have perks like solidarity. When injured, healing a survivor without using a med kit also heals you at 50% conversion rate. I ran this with Jill Valentine's perk, which will go later. I got unhooked. You're already at 50% healed. I started hitting another survivor that was injured. We both got fully healed. It's good when you're running with something else with it. Boys, after a generator is completed, you leave no scratch mark for 6 seconds. I guess it's not a bad perk. And then head on, honestly guys, just for memes, you can stun a killer, but it does have an exhaustion effect as well, guys. So you're gonna be exhausted for about 60 seconds. I think it's 30 when you're a rank tier 3. I do like our perks, but they do need a lot of people with it. Head on, you do need quick and quiet. Head on's a good one to run with flashbang with inner strength, so you can get in there. Once you heal, you can jump out, stun the killer. Poise, I don't like using at all. And then solidarity, you do need other things. Why would I want to be healed 50%? When you're running with a perk with Jill's, it is a good perk, but not something that I like. Yeah, Blade, send it to me. Here. So we have Jane. So we already have quick and quiet unlocked here. So head on is gonna be good. We already have quick and quiet unlocked. There we go. I'll give her a P tier. Alright, I'll be checking it out. Alright. Ash Williams. Before I even say anything, guys, I'm just going to tell you right now. Do you guys really want me to go over why it's a F tier perk? Flip flop. Literally, when you're in Dying State, you recover 50% of your recovery progress is converted to wiggle. Up to 50% is on tier 3. Buckle up. Recovery progress of dying survivors can be determined by intensity of the auras at the distance of 48 meters. At Metal of Man, you get 3 protection hits. It activates and you can't get downed. A Metal of Man only works if you're running builds like Borrowed Time, Saboteur, things like that. Flip Flop only works if you're running perks like Tenacity, and other perks like Tenacity and all these other perks. And then obviously Buck Up is a piece of shit. Like, I'm not going to go into this. It's just terrible. I don't really care about these perks. Here we go. Nancy Wheeler. There we go. Now we're getting to the last. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more survivors, guys, and we're done. Nancy Wheeler. Better together. Fixated. Inner strength. Better together. The aura of the generator you're currently repairing is revealed to all our survivors located within 32 meters. Okay. Fixated. You can see your own scratch marks at times, but you walk quicker. I think at tier 3 it's at like 30%, 40%. So it is a good perk to run, and I'm going to tell you why right now. Then inner strength, when you fix a totem, you jump into a locker and you can heal yourself. Guys, also, just to let you guys know, if you guys are ever looking for anything when it comes into, I'm assuming 8 cops showed up. Played. If you guys are ever looking for anything when it comes to the patches for Dead by Daylight, any leaks for DBD, anything like that, I always post it on my Discord. I do have sections on there just for Dead by Daylight. I do Survivor Friends as well. Honestly, literally, guys, I have a Discord. It's with Fat Potato as well. He's my other best friend and mod on my channel. I don't require anybody to be in my thing. I do have a thing there for non-affiliates and affiliates if you guys want to post self promos. Honestly, guys, if you're just posting self promos in anybody's Discord, I mean, it just doesn't work. But if you guys like the content, you guys want to see stuff, like, you guys don't have to like be on it all the time. But if you're like, you know what, let me look at the new patch update. You can literally go in there. I literally post up all the patch updates with all the pictures right off the bat. You can actually click there, have the link and all that stuff. So I post a lot of stuff with DVD on there, codes for DVD, things like that. So it's literally the DVD meta that you guys can check out and stuff like that. If you guys post TikToks and stuff like that, I always like to see it. I always like to support people on TikTok and all these social medias. So anything you guys post on there as well, on the other links on the bottom, I'll go in there and check it out. I'll give a like and all that stuff. So that's my Discord on there, guys. Check it out. And we're going to be adding some fun stuff on there. Merch store discounts and stuff like that. Dixper discounts, Dixper codes, Stream Loose codes and stuff like that. So make sure to check it out. And for everybody in YouTube, if you go into the About section, it's going to be down there in my Discord. So check it out as well. Better Together. I kind of like it because it kind of gives you like, hey, look, I'm repairing this gen. So if someone's running a Prove Thyself, it might help them out to run to your gen to help you out. Fixated. This is where I get to. When you're running, if you had already exhausted a perk like Sprint Burst, Dead Hard, Lithe, anything like that, it doesn't, your exhaustion stops. So if you're running and you were like 5 seconds walking and you start running, that exhaustion stops. And when you start walking again, it starts moving again. So you literally just stop yourself from replenishing your sprint burst and all that stuff. So Fixate is an amazing perk because you're going to be walking faster. So when you're trying to loop a killer around a pallet, I saw Aaron do it. I ran it before. If you have the distance, you walk a little bit, regenerate. All right, let me run. Let me walk a little bit. Let me run. All right, let me drop the pallet. Now let me start walking a little bit. So I'm walking quicker, and then bam, you got your perk right back up. Inner Strength, I love it because you're doing totems. A lot of killers running Noid right now, so I love the perk because it's literally going to give you a chance to bring a flashlight or a toolbox instead of bringing on a medkit because you're not going to have to help self heal. Plus, I like it a lot more than self care, to be honest. What would I put this 3 perks? Also, guys, she's A tier. Actually, no. You know what? You guys are gonna comment crazy. She's an A tier survivor out of everyone else. I will go Bill, Meg, Nancy, because you're gonna help yourself right there. Honestly, doing those 3, you can get Borrowed Time, Sprint Burst, Fixated, and Inner Strength. And right there, you have a meta build just for those 4 perks. Honestly. And call me crazy if you want, but I think those 4 perks together is just too good. Steve Carrington, Babysitter, Camaraderie, Camaraderie, and Second Wind. Babysitter, when you unhook a survivor, the unhooked survivor leaves no scratch marks or blood, trails blood for 4 seconds. I think it's 8 on tier 3. Running Borrowed Time, all right, cool. It's not bad, you know, Borrowed Time, they get hit, no scratch marks, things like that. Now you do see the killer's aura and the killer sees you for 4 seconds. That's the only problem. So I don't really like it. I mean, the killer's far away. What's the point of the no trails of blood? I mean, it makes no sense. You're just giving the killer literally an object of obsession for free. Comedy, it's good when you're running with survivor friends because it gives you the if a survivor is within 16 meters while it's activated, your hook timer is paused. So you know how you're trying to, like, oh shit, I'm getting stabbed, I'm gonna die on the hook. It stops, so it's gonna help you guys out. And then obviously Second Wind, when you are a hooker survivor or hook yourself, you'll be in broken status effect, but after a total of 28 seconds, you automatically heal yourself from injured to healthy. So it's, let me see. So when you heal other survivors, so this was a really good one to run. Borrow time will make it, or we'll make it. So when you unhook a survivor, we'll make it 100%. Heal them. Second one will activate. So when you get unhooked from the thing, you need 28 seconds. I think it's a little bit less on tier 3. I think it's 20 seconds. Just run away from the killer, and literally you'll be healed up by yourself. What I want to run with this one? I think he's a B tier. A B tier towards the end. I think he's someone that you. Yeah, he's a B tier towards the end. I'll say I like the perks, but you do have other perks that you can run to help you out. I do like his perks. I'm telling you right now, the reason why I have these other ones down here is because they're not bad perks. It's just, I just don't think that there's something that you need in the beginning. You can run the game without their perks. Actually, no, you know what? Clean this up. I'm gonna put a C. I'm gonna tell why I put him a C right now. Wait a minute. What? Well, you just told me he's a B tier. No, Steve is actually a C tier. And the reason why is because I forgot about Yui. Yui Kamiro. Lucky break. Any means necessary. And breakout. Guys. Lucky break is a Houdini build that I was talking about. While you're injured, it is active. You won't leave trails of blood or scratch marks for a total of 40 seconds. I think it's 60 seconds when you're a tier 3. 60 or 90. I think it's one of the two. Any means necessary. You can actually pick up a pallet again. So if you early drop a pallet against a doctor, against a clown, or anything like that, and didn't break it, you can go back to that pallet and re-put it up. And then breakout is the when a killer is carrying a survivor, you gain a haste status effect, which is moving at increased speed, plus the carrier survivors wiggle speed is going to be a lot better. Running this with a toolbox so you can sabotage hooks is an amazing perk. Running it with We're Gonna Live Forever, things like that. Yui has perks that are actually pretty good. Are they good enough to be running all together? Not really. I will put her as a... I'll put it as a B tier. The reason why I put it as a B tier is because you have life already, you have quick and quiet, you get lucky break, and honest to God, you can literally just run away from the killer. So I think when you unlock this perk here from life, what you need, you literally have 3 perks right here that can, honest to God, be together a very good build for you. And then you have breakout for the sabotage. Zarina, off the record. Once you're hooked or escape from a hook, activates for 60 seconds or 90 seconds if you're a tier 3. Your aura will not be shown to the killer, and grunts of pains and injuries are reduced by 100%. Red herring. After repairing your generator for at least 3 seconds, it'll be highlighted to you with a yellow aura. It stays highlighted until it's fully repaired. Repair a new generator or enter a locker. And then for the people, you're at full health. You press the button, you can heal a survivor without a med kit instantly from dying to injured to healthy. Pretty much is a lot of people run it when they're trying to pick up a survivor from the floor. They run quick before the people survivor gets up, runs. I just don't like her perks. I don't think they're really anything that you need per se in the beginning of the match. I'm also gonna put Serena as a D tier. Maybe early D tier on perks that you really don't need from her. Off the record, you know, yeah, okay, fine, you get off the hook, you have off the record, you're not going to show any grunts of pains or injuries. That kind of takes away from, you know, Yui's lucky break, but I just don't like her. I don't. I mean, kill me if you want. It is what it is. Cheryl Mason. Low guard. Blood Pact, Repressed Alliance. We're getting a little deeper now. So I'm gonna take off my hat. I'm gonna take off my glasses. Soul Guard. Soul Guard, once you are picked up from being on a dying state, it's 8 seconds if you're on tier 3. While cursed by a hex, you can fully recover from a dying state. So if there is a hex totem that you are cursed by, so like Third Seal, I think Retribution's the other one, you could pick yourself up and then Soul Guard activates. So it's kind of like Unbreakable and then Soul Guard's on there. It's only good if you're running Unbreakable, honestly, because I've never seen it happen when I'm being, or a Lullaby, 100 Lullaby, because a lot of kids don't run that, so it's not working as well. Blood Pack, after completing a healing action on the Obsession, you both gain a 5% haste status effect. Nobody runs it. And Repressed Landing. You're working on a gen, you put it on, it literally closes a gen, and blocks the generator from the killer from kicking it. Let me explain something to you. 1 gen left. 3 survivors, 2 survivors. Oh, I'm gonna put Repressed Landing. Done. And then, you know what? The killer's gonna kick it. He can't kick it now. Ha, I got you. Dude, do you understand that the killer can't kick it? He's gonna run away, go somewhere else. Down you both and you're dead. I don't like her perks. I'm honestly I don't think it's an F tier. I think she is a D tier, mid D. I do like Soul Guard. Soul Guard, I've ran it many times, so I think it's a perk that you could run, but not anything out of this world. Phoenix Switcher. Visionary. You see the aura, the generator's auras within I don't know how many meters. After a generator is completed, you do lose the perk for a little bit. That's for measures when for each injured, hooked, or dying survivor. You increase the speed of your healing and hook actions. That one I have run with Botany Knowledge, Will Make It, and a med kit, and I freaking destroyed. I think we did healing like in 4 seconds. It's a good perk. I mean, it's not bad. And then Built to Last, once per trial, a depleted item will refill 30% of its charges at 10 seconds. At tier 3, it's at 50%. I do like this perk if you're trying to do stuff like Prove Thyself and other perks like that. He does have 2 good perks. What I would run him, honestly, I'll put him as a C tier, somewhere a little bit before Quentin. They are good perks. They're not bad perks. Visionary, you don't really need, but Desperate Measures, running with all the perks that you have for healing. And Built to Last, there are good perks to run. Quick tip on Built to Last. If you have any challenges that you have to do, deplete 4 medkits, deplete 4 toolboxes, deplete a flashlight, whatever, run Built to Last. Don't bring any add-ons to your item. Bring the lowest item that has the lowest charges. Use it as much as you can. It's going to automatically refill 50%. It uses it again, it's going to count as 2 times that you use the item on a match. I've tested it out and it has worked, just to let you guys know. Appraisal. Try with 3 tokens. When a chest is already opened, you consume 1 token to rummage it again and find another item. Deception. You would trigger a loud noise on a locker, and then you would not show any scratch marks for up to 3 seconds. And then Power Struggle, once you are at 25% when you're on tier 3 and you're under a pallet, Power Struggle activates and you can actually drop the pallet and get off the killer. Power Struggle works very well when it comes to Flip Flop, Tenacity, Unbreakable. I've run Flip Flop. I did it to a demo, and it actually worked. To a Ghostface we did it, and it actually worked. We were able to do Tenacity, crawl under a pallet, get up to 50%, and then drop with the Flip Flop and the Power Struggle. I haven't tried with I'm trying to see if it works with Smash Hit, since you are driving the pallet, if you get that extra speed. We're gonna try that build tomorrow. Tomorrow, guys, we're gonna try that. Deception, it's a good one if you're trying to do like Killer Shack. You can do Deception, jump into the air locker, we're quick and quiet, then do a head-on, and then do a flashbang, and then do I don't know what else you want to do, but there's a million things you can do with it. It's a mean perk, to be honest, and Appraisal is really good when you're trying to run Ace in the Hole. and Aces perks, and then if you're trying to run plunders, so I do like it. I would put her honestly Eladoi. You have head on already. You have her perk, freaking quiet. We'll put her a C tier. Put her as a C. I don't think there's anything that you really need. We might. There we go. C tier right there. Yoon Jing Lee. Oh my lord. Got 3 more people, guys. 3 more. Fast track. When a Earth Survivor is hooked, you gain 1 token. You consume all tokens after great skill checks are on a generator. Each token grants 1% speed bonus. I forgot how much it is for tier 3. Smash hit after starting the killer with a pallet. You break into a sprint of 150% your normal speed. And then obviously self-preservation. Whenever another survivor is within 16 meters of a hit by a basic attack or special attack, it activates your scratch marks, pools of blood, and grunts of pains are hidden for 6 seconds. I'm not going to go into detail with her. Honestly, smash hit. It's another perk. If a lot of killers are respecting pallets, it's not really working. I've seen fast track work. It's only good if you're doing with survivor friends and prove thyself. I'm going to put her as a D tier towards the end. You don't really need her perks. I honestly, I don't think you need her perks. You don't. Joe Valentine, Counterforce, Resurgence, and Blast Mine. Blast Mine, I think, is a lot better than Repress Alliance from Cheryl. But we'll start with Counterforce first. You cleanse totems 20% faster. After cleansing a totem, you see the aura. The first totem from you, I think it's for 4 seconds, so the furthest totem from you. So it kind of defeats the purpose of the Texas Hunch. You have Resurgence. Resurgence, you gain 50% healing progress instantly after being unhooked or unhooking yourself. Unhooking yourself with luck, not hoping, not doing deliverance. So I do like that perk mixed with Jane's. I do like Counterforce because it does help out with the totems, which will help out with inner strength. And I do like Blast Mine because it does help out with repressed landing. I honestly, guys, no lie, don't kill me on this. We'll tell you to do Jill as a A tier. Honestly, don't kill me. Don't kill me on this. She's an A tier survivor, A tier perks. I think that she's the one that you need to start off with. One of the first ones to start off with. And then we have the last one, which is Leon S. Kennedy. Bite the bullet. Pain hurts you as much as anyone you prefer, but you prefer others don't know what? Don't know that? So when healing, you and the other survivor you're healing make no noise, including grunts of pain. And if you fail a great skill check, it doesn't make any noises either. I've seen it been run before. I haven't run it that much. But if you're trying to do a heal close to a killer, it kind of helps out more towards at the end of the match. Flashbang, honest to God, after completing a generator, I think it's 60%. You get 1 charge that drops a flashbang on the floor, and then you can stun the killer. It's worked well when the killer swings carrying a survivor. You can drop it, it does stun him. I did run it yesterday against a Legion, which I did post that video, if I'm not mistaken, on Hover. If you guys want, make sure to check out my Hover. And then honestly, Rookie Spirit, complete 5 good or great skill checks while repairing generators to activate Rookie Spirit for the Mirror Trial. Once activated, you see the aura of regressing generators. So, I mean, if the killer's running Ruin, okay, oh my god, I see all the gens are regressing, but the only perk I like is Flashbang. It's a meme perk. I mean, it's not anything that's out of this world. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that you need them early in the match. I mean, I would put him probably as a D. I mean, honestly, you have flashlights, you have other perks out there. You don't really need them. He's not saying that I say you need. So, like I said, guys, let me make this a little bit bigger. You guys can see it. This is my Survivor tier list. So if you were to play Dead by Daylight, this is exactly how I'll tell you to play the game. These are the survivors I will tell you in the order I will tell you how to play the game. And this is going to help you guys get the best perks to play the matches. Now, if you want memes, obviously, God, you can get Leon's, you know, flashbang quickly. But my suggestion, this is how I would play the game. This is how I would unlock the perks. This is going to get you the best perks to get the most meta out of it as well in the game, where you're going to be able to do a lot more in the beginning. You are going to be at the end. Obviously, I did put David's as a B tier first. You want to get those extra blood points, but I would run it this way before getting where we're going to make it. But guys, that is my Survivor tier list. I hope you liked it. If you do, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button in my YouTube. I'm going to be doing a lot more builds out there. We might do a killer one. I'm not really sure. I'm not a huge killer, so that might have to wait. But if you guys do like this tier list as well, I am going to be posting it down in the comments below. So make sure you guys click it on as well. And that's all I have right here with the Survivor tier list. Thank you for watching so much. Peace out. Have a nice day.